Hi, my name is Nick Wallin and I am the creative director at Seed Savers Exchange. My garden is pretty big. We have about 2 acres because we live close to the country. So ours is mostly flower gardens, and then I do container gardens for vegetables, container gardens for tomatoes, and then usually like a small kitchen garden right outside of the back door. When I start planting, I usually like to go through catalogs or the Exchange, the Seed Savers catalog, of course. So I also like to use the Exchange, which is a gardener to gardener seed swap, and we have the yearbook that you can go through. I think we have about 16,000 varieties, or you can go on exchange.seedsavers.org and look through those, and you can request all kinds of different seeds for people all over the country. I also do a lot of seed swapping online through Facebook groups, the Seed Savers Exchange Facebook group. So right now is when I start picking out what's going to go in the garden, and then I'll start most of my transplants March, unless it's something. Iowa has kind of a short time frame for the growing season, so if I know it's something that's going to take longer than 110, 120 days, I usually start that pretty early. Or if I want something that blooms earlier, then I start those as well. I use a lot of tools to help me plan. I'm trying to learn how to do gardening on graph paper, which is hard for me. So since I'm a graphic designer, I use graphic design tools, so I use Illustrator, but I also use an Excel spreadsheet, which is where I kind of keep the logistical parts of it. That way I know like how tall something is going to get. I have a spreadsheet for each one of my different gardens, so I know like my front pathway garden, I have like 6 feet by 120 feet, so I have to think about what's currently planted there, like planting around perennials, how much sun places get, and then also bloom times, because you want to make sure that you have a succession of blooms and not just like one and done so that your garden looks awful by midsummer. I save a lot of seeds, and I've gotten better as I've learned tips on how to save seeds. And most of the seeds that I save a lot of poppies. I do save squash and pumpkins because it's a little easier. And then I also save zinnia seeds. So I'm trying to get better about saving more seeds, but a lot of them, I think the ones I save the most are ones that I like to share with people. So in a few of the groups that I'm in, like I've kind of learned what people have and what they don't have. So I know if someone's looking for something and I have it, then I'll save the seeds for them. One of my favorite things to do is to have a cutting garden, because I'm kind of obsessed with cut flowers. So every year I like to do a big garden that will just be flowers that I can cut for arrangements or to share or to enter in the fair, which is also really fun. And I like to do Love in a Mist, which is a beautiful flower that we sell here at Seed Savers Exchange. It gets these big blue, they almost look like kind of puff clouds, and then they also have these beautiful leaves that are really delicate, and they also look beautiful dried. They're the only flowers that look pretty dead, just like they do alive. And I also like to have Grandma Ink Dill and Bouquet Dill, just because they make great filler in vases. You can kind of elevate other flowers with them. And then we also have Garden Cress, which is one of my favorites, and definitely zinnias. Seed Savers has our own zinnia mix this year, which I'm really excited to start growing because it has this kind of neon pink color that I haven't seen before, so I'm excited to get that in there as well. If you have any ways that you like to design your garden, or any tips, anything that you're excited about growing for the 2023 season, make sure you drop it in the comments.